Hi, this is Jelly Bling. I have a project using the stamp set Love and Strength, and this is my thank you for your order card. Any orders totaling $50 merchandise plus, I'd love to send you one of these cards. And here's the first one. And then, you know, my favorite blue pool party. I love all the blues and the cool colors. So this is my second version, and I like this one. And then the one I just finished, and I want to do something like this. I think this one is my favorite in how it's somewhat balanced. And I use the Pearlized Enamel Effects. And this comes in a 3-pack, red, white, and black. And at first I thought, well, I'm never going to use the black, but I use the black all the time. And I put it right here. I don't know if you can hear the little bumps. And then also on here. So today we'll use Love and Strength for the flowers. And this has great words on it too. Mixed labels. And are you like, what is that? This is a new upcoming online exclusive. And I'm using it for the thank you. Oh, and the inside words too. I'm so glad we're friends. And I have more new stuff. This, you could tell how new it is Mixed Labels Dies. We'll be using these two that fit right into here, which is for the thank you, and the black layer. We'll also be using, did you notice that frame? Right here in Smoky Slate. That frame was right here, and this is, I think, Storybook Friends Dies. But look at these labels. Of course they cut out the images, and you could see all of this, the whole product suite. I did a video on unboxing all this stuff. I got a huge box. There's so much in there. But you can see the stamp set, and you can see the coordinating products that are in the product suite. But look at these frames plus the one we're using today. Be using deckled rectangle dies for these two layers, the black and the designer paper, and then also on the inside just the white layer. And stippled roses dies for these lovely green leaves. And there's the stamp sets. So at first I thought, well, I'm not going to do a video, but the more I worked with this, it's like, this is really cute. So I have a lot of things already done, which sometimes is good. I have complete the circles inside the oval frames, the little black pieces, the layers, the word thank you, and this one, this oval is from right here, and I textured it using distress tile. So those are already all done, and I'm sure you guys stamp like this too. You get all of your pieces done, then you could work on the fun stuff. Then I have all of this. I have the card base done, the top layer with the frame, the inside layer, the top deckled, top white, and top designer paper. So we'll be pulling these out along the way. Then for accessories, bling. This is brand new bling called Purple Adhesive Back Sequins. Are these purple? Well, I guess so. I guess these are freesia, but these look kind of like berry burst, and the rest are kind of white, but I love the iridescence of them. So we'll be using either these, or these are brand new too. These are called Two-Tone Sparkle Gems, and I put them on one of the cards, and I love them. Isn't that pretty? Especially with the blue, or if I colored one in freesia. Oh, I could try that. I really like how the blue came out. Let's do a blue one today. And in the photos, I might have one of a freesia colored flower. So the only thing left to show you is this is the designer paper. This was in the last catalog, and this is, oh, what is it called? I know in the annual catalog, just in the bottom corner of one page, is it shown? I'll put it in the video description. I always put up, here's all the products used. I'll put it right there. Okay, so I have these set off to the side because they're already done. The whole stack of them. And I have more stuff done. Do you take your glasses, your favorite glasses, your snips, to your recliner in front of the TV so you could spend time with honey in the evening? That's what I did. Glasses, when I put on my glasses, I'm smarter, so look out, I'm smarter. So I have some of these done. I'll be using my snips, not all of them. Garbage papers, oh, and then the leaves from Stippled Floral. Okay, we're ready. It's like, you know the chefs on Good Morning America, and they have all the little bowls perfectly measured out. We got it ready. It's good. Okay, so let's start by taking one of these, one of this. Ooh, they're a little tangled. Let's see what comes out here. Good. That one could be for next time. Good. And are you like, oh, you cut it right out the middle? That's because, see on this card how there's a smoky slate layer? You probably didn't know that there's a hole back behind here. And because you're not going to be writing on it, like I couldn't take it out of this layer because when you're writing your greeting, it would be bumpy. So I took it out of this smoky slate piece. Then that one's for the inside. This one is for the top. Yeah, I did it again. That's for the little black layer right here. You know, you might as well. I know some people it drives them crazy, so I understand if it makes you crazy and you don't want to do it. See, it's all covered up. Okay, so we're done with that. Now, one of these. One of these. And a thank you. And we'll use this in just a minute. Then a hand cut. It's almost done. I want to cut out there after I get it colored. And 2 greenery. Okay, we're set. And you know, I like it going this direction. I tried both directions. I'll show you again. I like how this one is balanced. And with the first ones, I was covering up the oval. I really like the oval. This one is like, oh, you can hardly see the oval, but it's a whole bunch of prettiness all together. I do like this layout. This was the first one, and I covered up too much of the oval. It almost looks like vellum. It is smoky slate. So let's do this layout, just like this. Okay. So, punch out a little bit, and then it's like a little bit of coloring and assembly. Oh, this one didn't cut good. You know, I might have to get new plates or something, but my, this one I had to run it through like 2 or 3 times. If you're doing 2 per card, that adds up in a hurry. That's a whole bunch of cranking through your machine. That one's better. Okay, so let's just start building this. Let's take this down, and the paper cut sizes are in the video description if you want to make this project. And all the products used, including the item numbers and a little thumbnail picture of them, those are in the link. Here's all the products used. And that pretty paper, designer paper. Right in the middle. Looks like we're almost done. And this oval frame, is that just the cutest? I know the bundle said, or intended it to be for the cutest little figures, very similar to Beatrice Potter. But it could be used for anything. It's kind of vintagey looking. And the two sides are different, just a little bit different. So there's probably a top and a bottom. I think this little slit right here, it's probably hard to see. That little slit is good for a ribbon to go through. Like this, let me see, can you see that? This slit right here I think is good for a ribbon to go through. So that might be the top, kind of like the crown on there. But if you put a ribbon through there, you wouldn't be able to see the detail. And then these pieces swirl kind of together. It's very cute. Okay, and then this textured piece, oh, what's better? I don't know. You don't see much of it. Just fits in here perfectly. See, this would be great for a greeting too. Okay, that's done. I think we have to color the flower. So the flower, I'm going to do it once again in balmy blue. Maybe I should try the petal pink. Try the petal pink. Ooh, or you know what would be good with these colors is mauve. Yeah, but the mauve would be very similar to this. I'll try the petal pink. So in the first one, see the yellow in the center of the flower, which I think was the plan. And then it's like, I don't like that little blob of yellow in there. So that's when I pulled out the pearlized enamel effects. And it's like, oh, I like that, that's better. On the next one, I just colored through the whole thing. And the little black line art from the stamp represents the flower center. And then with the black thing, dots on it, okay, I like that one. So I did the same process here. And I'm much happier with it like this rather than yellow. Therefore, I wonder if I could mix in like a richer coral. Maybe coral? How would it go with pink? That, or petal pink? Peach might go better. Peach here, petal pink. I'm going to do peach light, then petal pink. Peach light. Okay, let's see how this is. So peach light is going to be for the parts closest to the core of the flower, like when it was a flower bud, so way in the middle. And I think I like the blue one because I left space for white on the tips of the flower petals compared to the pool party one where I took the color all the way out to the end of the flower petal. So let me show you what I'm talking about. This one, this flower, I have color all the way to the end of the petal. That looks good. The pink one, same thing. This one, I think it makes it a little bit more dramatic where it's white, there's no color here, and then I use the color lifter. So I'm going to try to do that with these three colors. 3 colors on one flower, little crazy, but it's going to look awesome. So this one, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start with the light, and I'm going to go right to the edge of the petal. And I'll put more color on it in just a minute. But I just want to preserve that from where I just colored to the edge of the petal is going to be white or no coloring. So you have to figure out, how does the petal lie on here? Hold on. I'm giving this a minute to soak in to my throat or whatever. Okay. Then I'll color all this. And I'll put the medium in just a minute. And I'll probably have to go back with the petal pink light to kind of blend it, smooth it out. So now this is the petal pink dark, and it's going to go in between the peach light and petal pink light. Okay, that's looking kind of pretty. Now, color lifter, just to soften up this petal pink light to no color. Boy, that cough drop helped. Okay, and once I put the darker colors on, such as the leaves, it'll be a little bit more dramatic and beautiful. At this point, it's like, okay, yep, you got pink going on there, or petal pink. This one down here needs a little more attention. And you know, I might go with the peach pie light just to make these colors down here a little bit heavier. This flower is looking very delicate. Okay, so the green I'm using here for the leaves from Stippled Rose Dyes is Old Olive, and I'm going to color the leaves in Mossy Meadow, which is like a very good cousin, friend, what do they call it when the colors are right next to each other? Analogous. And the first project I did with the pink flower, and that's petunia pop flower, that I used olive, and I think that they were just a little bit too too similar. Well, it was the same color. Old Olive blends, and then I used Old Olive leaves. And look at the difference in these. I think it's better to have the darker leaves on the focal point. We still have to do one of these on the inside, but just half of it. So I'm starting out with Old Olive, or Mossy Meadow Light, and then I'll add some dark areas using Mossy Meadow Dark. And I'm not going to really take much time to blend the colors because it's a little bit, once again, more dramatic when the colors are not blended. And it's a small area, so it'll be just fine. If it was a big thing like an apple or something, or a piece of fruit that you can see the shadows on it and the darker color down at the bottom of the fruit, that I would take time to blend. I think this is a brand new marker, therefore that end is lovely. Oh yeah. I have to take my markers over to the recliner and do coloring over there too. Okay, so then to put the dark areas in, I'm going to follow the lines that the artist that designed this flower, and then just a few little swooshes. And the colors that I'm putting on, like this Mossy Meadow Dark, will dry lighter than what you see right here, which is fine. Okay, there it is. It's pretty, huh? Okay. So this is going to go right on here, dimensionals on the top and glue on the bottom. I think I have to get that little black label on there too. So this is going to go here. Do you see how cute that tie is? The black kind of hides it. But it's nice, huh? Okay, then little bits of washi tape. It's going to go here. This one here. So I'll stick those on. I'm excited to start playing with all the new products. So in the unboxing video, I have so much stuff. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have had control and just pick stuff that I knew when I would use it. But I just looked at stuff and it's like, ooh, I like that. And it's here. This, I'm looking at, the black label is really cute. And I want some of the black label, the detail, to show up right there. If I put it too high, then it gets lost in this black layer. Okay, so then next this goes on here. Oh, I like the petal pink. Who knew? I think I just might need to try mauve too. Do all the colors. Oh, isn't that pretty? I like, oh, I was supposed to cut that out. Well, it's not too late. Right? I think the mauve would be really pretty with the gold. And just even the designer paper, how it's a little bit ornate. The frame is certainly ornate. You know, if there's a will, there's a way, get it done. Okay, is the glue still good? Oh, and I want to get it on this little tip right there. Okay. Back to where we were. Looking even better than the first round. Okay. And the glue kind of smeared over, but that's okay because, thank you. Let me pick another one. This one is a little crooked. It's no good. I'll use it eventually. Got them all perfectly counted out. 3 dimensionals. Don't put bling on. And the pearlized effects. It's nice because there's a point on this label and a point on the label below, which helps for centering it. Okay, so which bling? This one probably, no, that doesn't go. Well, this could, oh, I know. Storybook. That's very vintagey. Those are pretty. How's that? I think this is more orange and that's a little bit more pink. The gold could go. What are these called? Low profile dots. I'm thinking these. Antique pearls. Okay, so I think the big ones might be too big, so I'll take 2 of the medium. Oh, those are pretty. Those are so pretty. Wow. Wow, Stampin' Up. Put that over here in this pile. Look how pretty those are. Wow. Okay, so for the inside, just a greeting and then a half of a flower. I could do that. I could do it. I'll probably put this on my stamp positioning tool. I could put this on too because I've already stamped on my others. Okay. So if you have the Stamparatus, use that. If you don't, you can get one of these. This is like the Misty Mini. Oh, I have bow hairs on here. And paper shards. And use the pad when you're doing polymer. These are clean. And this is how you get it set up. Can you imagine? I'm going to get all my little deckled papers in there. Bang! Get them stamped. Okay, so it's going in here, which I really don't, I'll practice on this one for placement. Just the alignment placement, just because there might be a hint of ink on, because you saw me clean them, but, oh, and you know what? The flower's going to go here half off. It can't be half off if I've got that wall. So, the half off will go right over here. I want the flower center to be on there. Okay, let's see how it is. I want to do it in a light ink. You know what? I'll do like a stamp off. So that's full strength. These are all the pieces I cut out. It's going to be my stamp off bit. Because I just want a shadow of it. I don't want it to be too heavy that it kind of bleeds through to the other side. That looks good. Okay, now I'll do it for real right on here. And then when I do the others, I'm going to be on fire. I'm going to be getting it. Also, if these don't come out real clear, I could do it again. This didn't come out clear. See, this is a little bit of a gamble because the deckled circle or the deckled rectangle, oh, I'm nervous now. Because the deckled rectangle, when I push it here in the corner, but if I pull up at this side, it's very deckly. I know. Using my magnet. I know some of you are like, use that thing. Ooh. That's good. I would accept that, but now I just want to make it a little darker and richer. Oh, that's really good. Okay, so see this one? It just didn't stamp all that good on the D. We'll use that. I'll use this one later. Okay, so a little bit of coloring. Peach Pie, dark. You know, I probably should give more time for this memento to dry. Because I'm noticing down here, it's smearing the black ink just a little bit. If you give it just a second to dry, it's a little bit better behaved. So, in the meantime, let's do pearlized enamel effects. So this bottle, if you take it and give it just a little bit of a squeeze until you see some of it coming out, and I'm keep touching until I can see it depositing just a bit, just a dot on my paper. And I'm putting them down here in the center of the flower too. But rather than keep squeezing, after you get it started to do tiny dots, just keep it consistently at the same pressure. Don't keep squeezing, don't squeeze more, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so this is going to have to dry. I really like these pearls. Okay, at put it somewhere that I don't put something on top of it. Right there. Okay, let's get back to this. Okay, and then petal pink dark, and I'm leaving room for petal pink light, and still leaving room for the white flower tips, the white petal tips. And at this point, I'm just looking at the petal shape, and I'm going right up to the, like maybe a 1/8 of an inch away from the edge, and not worrying about how much color petal pink light I'm putting back into the base of the flower. And this, just to soften it up. You know, I was looking at roses. We still have this yellow rose that it's still producing flowers. And we've had below freezing weather a few days now. And it's like, you are just the best little rose. But I was looking at the petals, the flower, as it opened up. Am I doing light or dark? Light. And the color is opposite of what I've always done it. So the color on the inside of the bud is lighter, and the outside of the petal is darker. I tried it once coloring. It turned out beautiful. I don't know why I keep reverting back to the darker color on the inside. I should try it when I do the Moody Mauve one. Yeah. But sometimes all these little pieces of the stem, it's like, no, what is what? I have to concentrate. I'm going to do the stem. Use the other end. The other end, it's brand new marker. I'm going to do the stem in dark. And sometimes trying to get up into these little tiny pieces, like right there, if you just keep hitting the area that you know is safe, it's not going to be outside the line. Because the marker bleeds just a little bit, it works to your advantage, and it goes right up next to the line. Okay, and the rest will be Mossy Meadow Dark with the fine point, because it's a new marker. So this whole stem will be Mossy Meadow Dark. And then the veins that are stamped in there, those will be dark. So a little bit here, not colored, a little bit there. Isn't it funny? You think it's all the way colored, and then you look at it again, it's like, oh, I missed that spot. Maybe a little bit of dark underneath that petal. I'll have to blend that. It doesn't look so good. Okay. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so this card, I know that's wet. I'm remembering. So I'll attach these. There's no ribbon on this card. It's like something is almost missing. Almost, not quite. So on this, I still need to put the pearlized enamel effects. And I will do that in just a minute. Afterwards. Just because I don't think I could keep it. Well, I might be able to keep it. No, I'll do it later. Chances are if I do it now, I'll mess it up. So pretend like dot, 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 just like we did before. So there is today's project. Do you like it? Don't you love the new dies? So thank you for watching. If you haven't already, hit the like button and subscribe button. And I hope you have a great day. Thanks.